fine. Theory seems good. Invitational is the end of the month, next weekend. Starts Friday, 6 days from now. I'd like to go first. I mean, yep, this is what we're signing up for, right? It's like 1 land cantrip. It's like snap keeps all day. Has a gifts, has some mana, has a Dorko. Sweet. Found Scalding Tarn. Oh, my body is ready to be shadowed. Anyone else? Is your body ready? I think I'm just gonna shock an Electromancer here. Do you need help with something? Oh, you want to rest your bar? There you go. This is probably dead, but on the event that it's not dead, like, we can kill our opponent next turn. Push him off a cliff. His employment's been terminated. Deal. Man, maybe we should have waited. Also, just like drawing Grapeshot in this matchup seems fantastic because you can just like, they get themselves onto like 5 or 6 life. You're just like, alright, small storm, count Grapeshot you. So like, opponent's deck often has more discard than removal in it. So like, the line is like, hold this and get it Thoughtseize. Like, that seems miserable. Like, so, your line doesn't play around discard, but plays around removal, but the upside to your line is much lower than the upside to my line. Like, the upside to the line I took is, like, my opponent loses the game if they don't have the removal. The upside to your line is we, like, kind of play around a removal spell, so I don't think it's correct to wait in the slightest. And, like, it's really easy to look at what happened and to say, well, they had the removal spell, so you shouldn't have played it. But, like, that's not what percentage plays are about. Like, you can't say a percentage play was wrong or not based on, like, the outcome of what actually happened. When we're dead on board, we do. It's looking like we're getting there. That being said, like, certainly has the stubs, right? So we're just dead. That's probably the best draw in our deck. Like, 10 out of 10, the best possible draw we could... There's one of these in our deck right now. If they have double Stubborn Denial, we can't win. But if they only have single stubs here, we could actually be okay. If they have double stubs, they should just, like, stub this and move on with their life. No, we don't want to splice. Then we lose to 1 stub. Yeah, we're just gonna get double stubbed out of the game. Oh, God. Are we not getting double stubbed? God, that's so good for us. Holy crap, we didn't get double stubbed. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We storming. There's a storm a-brewing, ladies and gentlemen. Click. Click. Oh, we drew a land. That's pretty unlucky. It's a good thing the storm counts 5. Trigger. This is why there's 3 empties in the deck. Oh, geez, look at that. I was just doing stuff in response to that to be cheeky because I didn't think it mattered, but it actually mattered because they had the Snapcaster Mage. Man, what a clutch tight play. Look at the rewarding that has happened for the sequencing that we made. Let's start with this. There's a Grapeshot when you need one. Bottom. This is probably bottom, right? Just like want Past in Flames. Subliminal type plays. So, interesting question. Do we ship with everything here? Or do we like split the difference? If we ship with everything, we beat single removal spell, but we lose to Snapcaster Mage. I think we're supposed to leave like a non-zero number of goblins back. If we like hit them with five goblins here, if we hit them with like, let's say we ship with 6 goblins. They block 2, they take 4, they go to 3, and then I'm left with 8 guys with 4 on defense. I think it's attack with 6. I agree. I think ship with 6 is the correct assessment. I think this gives us the best possible chance to actually win the game. Fatal Push. Yep, that's fine. They're taking 3 here, they're at 4, and we've got like 7 goblins left over here. Sure. Alright, and now he's only got 1 card in his hand, so I'm just gonna attack with everything. He need, like, Electrolyze here to not die. Because 1 piece of removal doesn't do it. Yep, sweet. Got him. Look at that! Nice Death Shadow deck, nerd. Alright, wonder if I'm supposed to bring in Bolt in this matchup. Remand seems pretty miserable against their discard and stuff. A 10 out of 10 want these extra empties. I wonder if Bolt's good for just, like, killing them. It doesn't interact with their idiots, but, like, I feel like there's going to be spots where Bolt just, like, kills them. You think we want Echoing Truth? For his Delve dudes? I don't know if that's true. Yeah, Bolt seems reasonable. It's so clunky. They, like, regularly just, like, fill their crypt up super fast. Is Gifts Ungiven too expensive? Am I supposed to trim some of these because of, like, Stubborn Denial? Like, this dies with Soft Stub. What's going on, Immortals? Yeah, I think trimming Gifts is reasonable. I kind of like having all the bolts in my deck. This seems fine. Is trimming a Grapeshot might be okay. The pieces is for the Thoughtseize deck. Just like trim these. I don't mind that. He's fine. What do you think of this? Fair warning. We are science dogging the crap out of this. Cut Electromancer or Baral? Really? Just because, like, they leave in so much removal? God, that seems loose. I'll leave in 1 gift, so we'll cut a Baral. Sure. We don't actually know what we're doing here. We're just, like, getting a feel for it. I mean, this hand's great. Sign me up. I mean, Grixis Death Shadow is the normal Death Shadow. It's the optimal build. Like, the power of Serum Visions allowing you to have such a higher density of action in your deck in a virtual sense is huge. Opponent does not have a second land. God bless. I think at this point I'm supposed to hold the Electromancer. Yeah, I'm going to hold the Electromancer for now. I guess playing the Electromancer means they can't cantrip and kill my thing most likely this turn. They're probably going to hit a land if they cantrip, though. They did not. Oh, that's really good for us. Let's draw a Empty the Warrants would be great. Another land. That's rough. Yeah, I think we're just gonna pass. I mean, bluffing Blood Moon doesn't do anything. Like, our opponent doesn't have the option to play around it, so I think that's pointless. This is a small mistake here. I'm gonna fetch another Steam Vent, so I should have played out this Flooded Strand, because this has the option to get a basic mountain and this doesn't. It's most likely irrelevant, but it's a small thing. Alright. Oh, empty my empty. Am I supposed to bolt this? I think I'm gonna wait till my turn to figure out what we're doing with this bolt. Storm card. Well, sometimes your 18 land deck doesn't draw any spells. You know, it's a shame. It's a damn shame. Have we drawn any spells this game? It's actually 0, right? Like, we had Bolt, Empty, and 2 lands in our... We had 2 lands in our opener? Quality stuff. That's fine. We won the first game. We'll get the third. LeClaire Randy with the 17-month resubscription. Edging in on that, the first 24-month subscriber. Thank you very much. I appreciate the continued support. It's a long time. Morning, Captain. Come on. Come on. Daddy needs an Empty the Warrens. Empty! Actually, would Piff do it too? Piff's probably better than Empty, right? There's an Empty in the bin. Holy crap. Well, I'm just gonna... Try another match here. Another game. I'm just gonna submit, I think. I think I'm just gonna submit. I think I like the life decisions I've made so far. Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. I just want to get a feel for all of the best decks in the current format. Seems great. It's great. The Jeskai deck's fine. It's like, you know, classic control deck in Modern, never going to be fantastic, but I think it's playable. Like, most of the decks in Modern aren't fantastic, so, like, you know, you do you. You want some Cheerios, bud? Do we have more Cheerios upstairs, babe? Thoughtseize, yep. There you go. They probably have to take the Empty here, right? Alright, I'm just timing you out because you keep saying things with authority that you don't know what you're talking about, so I hate when people use it like, well, the results were correct, so it's like, come on. If you want to engage and interact, like, engage and interact, don't just sit there and be like, well, I told you you were gonna be wrong. Like, explain, use your words, or you don't need to be here. Declan Scott, no. You want that? No. You want this? Can you help him, please? He's gonna fall over. All right. Well, that's not very good for us. I'd assume this matchup's miserable for us. This deck's like the Death Shadows deck's one of the reasons why the Storm deck's not particularly great in Modern. Yep. They don't know we have this empty, at least. They missed that on their Brutality and their Thoughtseize.
Do you need to go to bed already?
You dumped your Cheerios out, you're not having more.
You dumped them out because it's just crumbs. Come on.
Lead on this, I guess.
Come on, bring your ball.
That's a reason to have played out the Baral. Because of this, they have Collected Brutality in their deck. They showed us they have Collected Brutality. Yep. So on a scale of 1 to dead, it's another empty, I guess. It's a shame I don't have more red mana. I could just go bolt into Grapeshot here. Be 1, 2, 3, and then another 3. I think I'm just taking this empty and hoping to rip a Ritual next turn. I mean, Grapeshot doesn't do anything there. I think empty's better because it can buy us time in addition to pressuring. And they probably have Stubborn Denial at this point. Oh, I'm just banning them instead of discussing how children work with them. There's some you can logic and reason with a 2-year-old, but most of the people that talk about, like, you can't control your kid, they haven't actually had kids when they're talking about someone that's, like, sub 3 years old. Like, it's actually just, like, it's like trying to reason with a wild animal at a certain point sometimes, like. Alright, kill me. They have Street Wraith, we're dead. Another Shadows. Pretty dead to that, too. Ritual. Ritual. Does that possibly buy us more time? Man, you know what really sucks? The fact that we have 2 basic islands here. Their last card's probably Stubborn Denial, so it likely doesn't matter, but, like, if one of these was red, we could Pasted Flames for 2 mana here, and then Ritual, and then, like, do a bunch of stuff. I think we're just supposed to empty for 2 blockers. All right. Actually, I like that line. I like that line a lot. That was definitely a better line. And we would have bricked on that line anyways, even if we did take the better line and they didn't have the stubborn denial. So like, you know, details.
Don't forget to take Joey out at some point.
Can you send him out?
He was just out a minute ago.
Okay. Oh, good. Our opponents won 2. That means they shouldn't be playing Shadow. We have a chance. It was only red and 1, to be fair. It only cost us 2 mana. I don't know what our range of keepables looks like, but this seems fine. Oh no, Blood Crypt! Could be Grixis Shadow. Please, please! Oh, that's a great draw. It's a fantastic draw. Black-red aggro with Phyrexian Obliterator. Great! That sounds like a great matchup. Because it's not Grixis Shadow. It's tapped, not Shadow. Good call. I think I should hold the Remand up here. Main deck relics? No! How do we ever win the game? We can't win anymore, right? I just stone cold dead? Holy crap. Man, I'm glad someone donated for us to play this deck, because I'm really happy I didn't spend my own money to play it. Holy crap. I can't believe people play this. Good lord, G to the G. I think I'm going to play the Electromancer here, and then I can remand their removal spell, so we're more likely to hit a 4th land. Turn off auto yield. So we're more likely to hit a... we're more likely to hit a 4th land to cast the Gifts next turn. Not that Gifts does a whole lot. You could beat the Relic, sure. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you that there is a world where we can beat only a Relic of Progenitus. I don't believe you that there's a world where we beat Relic of Progenitus plus other relevant things. Yeah, I was expecting the Electromancer to die there. I mostly just wanted to cycle the Remand. And there's no guarantee that they play something the following turn, so... Geralf's Messenger, yep. Okay, so this is the black burn deck that was featured on... A couple people wrote about this. Opponent is at 14 here, so maybe this Gifts will be okay. I think we're getting a bunch of rituals here. We know they have a Fatal Push in their hand. I mean, there is a Dream World where they tap out this turn. Yeah, they're smart. They're just going to kill us with this Geralf's Messenger, make us do something. Is it just a bunch of rituals here? No, I don't want to get the empty out of my deck because finding the empty is one of our best bets for actually winning the game. In fact, I think I'm going to get 2 rituals, a Serum Visions, and a Manamorphose. Actually, honestly, maybe a Sleight of Hand is better than this 3rd ritual. I'm going to do this. Yeah, there's only 1 empty in the main deck. So, like, I don't want that to exile the Relic. Dork Ritual. I don't think so. Like, getting 2 dorks isn't going to help us win this game, especially when they have removal in their hand. So I think I just want some cards to help us dig. Oh, that's a good line. I like that, Bob. I'm gonna start on this, see what we get. It's possible I'm just supposed to Gifts Ungiven. You hit a land. It's not untapped though. Manamorphose is great. I don't think I want a Pyretic Ritual. I don't really want to play the Baral out because I know they have Fatal Push. Pull up my Dome, sure. How do we force the Relic Pop knowing they have removal? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Maybe I should have left the Ritual on top, actually. Alright, I think we're just making a bunch of mana this turn. Actually, I probably want to lead on Pyretic Ritual, right? And then when they kill this in response, I'll Manamorphose. Electromancer's decent. Second Grapeshot. God, that's a really good draw. And remember, we're gonna get 3 red off of this. They're dead, right? I think they're dead. I'm no Storm expert, but I believe our opponent has died. Storm is 7, so this does that, and then this does that. I shouldn't assume they can gain life, right? I'm not supposed... Should I Gifts here? That's why we have 3 Grapeshot. Yep. You just, like, do a Tendrils impersonation. Do I cast Gifts? I'm gonna end up having extra mana left over. This Gifts only costs 3. I can just, like, cast Gifts for Storm count. Sure. Sure. This is gonna make me 3 beta. Manamorphose, Ritual. I mean, they're dead. I'm playing with my food. They had drew both your drew 2 main deck relics, still died to Storm. He has to give us a ritual. And this ritual is still on the stack. I'm up in the Storm count just in case here, okay, people? Trigger. Where's the same targets for all button, Magic Online? Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Oh, I can't auto-yield because I have mana floating. Target you. Trigger. Alright. Never before have I ever been so sold on 3 Grapeshots. Alright, so we're boarding out a Piff and probably these gifts against that much graveyard hate, right? Maybe we don't want to board all of those. We definitely want these empties. Do this, maybe? Is this crazy? How do I feel about this? I don't think I want Dispel. Remand seems fine. What do we think? Fellow science dog storm experts. Gifts is still... I guess the gifts were good there, right? Are they better than Remand? They might be better than some of these Remands. Is the second Past in Flames important for beating the Relic? Like, we can kind of beat the Relic? I guess Remand's not that good if they don't have counterspells and stuff. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's just do this. I think I like this plan. There's one empty in the main. Sand looks great. Opponent mulligan, sign me up. Let's go! Leyline of the Void. That's rude. I didn't bring an Echoing Truth. Man, they've got... You know how you know your deck's probably mediocre? You've got main deck relics, and you still feel it's necessary to board Leyline of the Void for the Dredge of the Storm matchup. You probably should just give them up. Holy crap. Alright, so we got some lands here. Probably willing to take the Spirebluff. Probably don't need the Scalding Tarn. Alright, now can I board out some of the gifts? Since there's Leyline of the Voids too. Is that allowed? I'm going to lead on Baral. We don't have any counterspells in our deck. This dodges Collective Brutality, and it's unique, so that way if we draw another one, we'll be able to play it. Sure. I got excited. I thought we were going to... Are we going to untap with this Baral? Could we kill them? Are we supposed to try and kill them here? I feel like we're supposed to try and kill them here. I can do... We get 7 looks at a spell. So we can play the Electromancer and go Ritual, Manamorphose, pieces of the puzzle. I mean, we're not playing this deck to not go for it, right? Nice hate cards, opponent. That's pretty good. You drew your Storm hate cards. It'd be a shame if you were to die in a horrible death anyways. That'd be truly unfortunate. Always yes. Never not yes. I mean, if they slaughter packed us, we're still going for it. It's like rituals. Got rituals on rituals on rituals. Maybe. I'm going to make 2 blue with this since we have another Pyretic Ritual. Land is really bad. Alright, Manamorphose again. Am I supposed to make more blue? I'm going to get 3 red off of this. I feel like I'm supposed to make more blue in case I need to get a bunch of cantrips. Well, that's a ritual. Well, we've got some redraws. That's a Grapeshot. I'm probably okay taking... What's the Storm count at? 7? Probably don't want the Ritual. I think I'm okay taking the Sleight of Hand here, just to keep generating Storm and digging deeper. So Manamorphose into the Sleight of Hand. See another Grapeshot. Ding! God, this deck's a gas. When you're playing against decks that aren't real decks, they're so dead. Same target, same targets. Opponent just typed in chat, all the hate in the world can't stop that deck. You are not wrong, opponent. Unless you're playing 1 mana 8/8s. You need more 1 mana 8/8s in your life, opponent. Should you be playing 1 mana 8/8s, you'd be better off. Nice ley line. Woo! Alright. Well, embracing all the things that are fair and balanced in Modern. The pieces of the puzzle was real good. I would love to go first. He's a little mana heavy. I don't know that I'm supposed to mulligan this though. It's got like cards we're looking for. Well, that's real awkward. Hopefully our opponent's not playing a hero fall deck. Oh, geez, is it the mirror? Oh, baby, this could be the mirror. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh, we're about to die. I can feel it. Ten out of 10 the beer. Oh, I should have played my second Baral, right? Yeah, we actually died on turn 2 to Storm the other day on stream when we were playing something else. It involves Ritual into Manamorphose, into Creature, into Ritual, and then like Past and Flames kill you. It's a calculated risk, flooding in the mirror. Opponent went top, so I can only assume we're dead next turn. It's a real shame we don't have a Gifts here. I mean, we want rituals at some point, right? Hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Happy weekend. I'm gonna do the whole auto pass bit here and request that my opponent kill me dead. Oh, they put 2 cards on top of their deck, and they have a Baral, so I can only assume we're about to die. Time to Grapeshot the cup. Tracks with the cheer. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Hey, the purple one's an entire Twitch dollar. Are they just gifting? They might just be gifting here. Alright, so the Dispels are 10 out of 10 coming into the mirror, right? Seems insane. What are we cutting? Grapeshot's probably our primary way of winning the game, right? I probably don't want extra empties in this matchup. They didn't have gifts. Weird. VOD's gonna get muted. Is it Dinosaur Train that you're hearing, or Umi Zoomies? I'll put... Alright, we'll load up our background music. Load up our Hex music in the background. Jake, can you bring that here for a second? Dan needs to turn the sound down. Jacob. Jacob, come here. Kill me, opponent. What are dinosaur trades and why don't I have them? Come on, gifts! Alright, I mean, Remand is technically interaction. So, you know. This is so weird. Why hasn't someone died? Am I supposed to ritual remand my ritual here? Oh, I'm probably supposed to have... I could ritual remand the ritual. The problem is, if my opponent has a remand, they remand my Baral, and then, like... Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to pass here, because if they have a remand, we get blown out. And, like, they haven't gone for it yet, so they probably have a remand. Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't actually get to dig. Pick you. That was a good draw. Huh. I think I'm supposed to get another gifts here, right? Is it like... Manamorphose, Grapeshot, Gifts, Past in Flames? Don't go get the Past in Flames? Do I want to just put a bunch of mana in here? No, if they have a remand, they don't die to that. I think I'm supposed to do this, and then just like generate a bunch of mana this turn, and then gifts again. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. If opponent has a remand, they can remand the flashback and then make us very sad. They might just like bin gifts Manamorphose here, so maybe that's wrong. Yeah, and then they just left us with a bunch of mana. I think I'm actually supposed to pass, or I think I messed that up. Maybe I'm not supposed to get the mana, and I'm supposed to get... Huh. Yeah, weird. The mirror is weird. I think I'm not supposed to get there. They're supposed to get slight Serum Visions with these. Yeah. Yeah, that's... I agree. That's what should have happened. And we're not going to play out our Remand because we want to Remand their Past in Flames. Yeah, it should have been cantrips and gifts. I agree. Let me cast that incorrectly. I don't actually know what I'm doing here. How are we 10 out of 10 dead? They need to have Past in Flames in their hand. Gift piles aren't that hard if you're familiar with the deck that you're playing and, like, the situations you get yourself in. That's definitely wrong. God, Twitch chat is great. You're supposed to get Electromancers. No, you're supposed to save the Remand for their Past in Flames. Otherwise, they could just, like, cast this next turn and have mana and, like, Past in Flames. This way, they have to actually have Past in Flames in their hand naturally. I got a Manamorphose. I should have gotten Gifts, Manamorphose, Serum Visions, Sleight of Hand, instead of 2 Rituals. I'm going to put Past in Flames in their discard pile, and I'm going to put Grapeshot in their discard pile, I think, here. Yeah, because I don't really care if they Remand by Remand, because I could just replay it. Sure. This Remand's the one thing we've got going on. It's countering this Past in Flames right here. So if they have another Past in Flames in their hand, we're just dead. Or I guess if they have another Gifts. I guess if they have another Gifts, we could Remand and then find another Remand because we get a loot and the draw off the Remand. So we're not just dead, but we're likely dead. Yeah, like, our draw's been super awkward, right? Like, we kept a kind of land-heavy hand and then drew a bunch more lands in our 18-land deck. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Yep, rituals are resolving. Maybe. We know they have a Remand in hand. Alright, in response to this loot, I want to use Remand on this Past in Flames again. So that way they can't loot into another Remand. I'd like to draw a card. Alright, sweet. Alright, they're just going for it here because they have to. I think I need to change a diaper. I'll be right back. I'll just put my auto pass on. It was, in fact, a false alarm. We are winning on the clock, you're not wrong. So while my opponent's doing their thing, we cast a bunch of spells, and then we cast the card Grapeshot, which does 1 damage, and then it does an extra damage for every spell that's been cast in the turn. So a lot of times you cast this card twice with a card like Past in Flames. Past in Flames gives it flashback. You could recast it from the discard pile. This is game 1, so I'm going to make them click through it because they're currently down to 16 minutes on their clock. So that means, like, if we have a close game 2 where I win, and then, like, we have a longer game 3 as well, like, they're going to time out. Where are our Quickens, right? Morning, Neil. Almost afternoon. Afternoon in some places if you're on the East Coast. Just another stream sponsored by my T-Mobile mobile internet. God bless. Lord knows Comcast can't do it. Yeah, they have a Grapeshot in their bin, but they don't have Past in Flames, another Past in Flames, so... Nice. I forgot this is VIP weekend for Hex 2. Might play one of the constructed VIPs later tonight. Yeah, extremely low isn't non-existent. Opponents either, like, trying to connect to the internet via a potato, or, like, they're not actually sure if we're dead or not. Or, like, their cat just pissed on their keyboard and they have to clean it up. Recently promoted at work, and this is my first weekend actually just naturally have off due to my promotion. Congrats, Ter. Weekends off are nice. That's one of the best things about not traveling as much for Magic. I traveled 30-plus weekends for Magic trips, 2014, 2015, 2016. So, like, not traveling nearly as much for Magic this year has been enjoyable. Not only to have time at home with the family, but just like actually have weekends exist. Maybe they have a diaper change, right? This year is half over, and I've only traveled like 6 or 7 weekends, so that's nice. And it's going to be even less the next half of the year. Mostly just invitationals and really close opens. No, he grapeshotted us, I think. Yeah, it's targeting me. It's weird the way it shows. It lights up because it's their spell. Alright, these are all going at me, so I'm assuming... Oh, they have a Remand. Okay, yep. So they're gonna Remand their Grapeshot and then recast their Grapeshot. That being said, like, they're down to 13 minutes on their clock now, so I'm gonna make them click through this. Which, you know, it's a dick move, but, like, I paid my $12 to be here, so I'm gonna make them click through stuff, especially if they're, like, casting other spells here. Like, you do you. And so we're dead here, but they're gonna have to click through their button like 12 more times. I mean, like, it's $12 that I get to keep if we don't scrub out of the league, so, like, it's kind of my money. Alright, so Dispel seems great. Do I want to bring in bolts to interact with them, or are we just trying to race? What do we think? This is not an empty matchup. I definitely want the Dispels. What are we supposed to cut? I mean, like, I'm going up to 7 pieces of interaction. So, like, am I really supposed to go up to, like, 10 or 11 pieces of interaction? Yeah, I feel like on the play, yeah, I like that. I like Bolts on the Drone. I think we want Dispel in general for the remands. I don't hate this. I like that. And on the draw, we'll reassess. I mean, yep, hand's got mana and a Baral. If they're on ley lines, whatever, they can have it. Yeah, most Storm decks don't play ley line. I think I'd rather leave it empty to hedge ley line than anything. I mean, Dismember is strictly worse than Lightning Bolt in this matchup. I use the terms like strictly loose pretty sparingly, but Dismember is strictly worse than Lightning Bolt in this matchup. We are 1-1. Lost to the Shadow. Man, what are the odds they kill us? Ugh. I don't think you understand what Dismember does. I'm gonna put the card text up here just in case you're not a troll, but... Is 2 draws enough? You can go for it with 2 draws? Alright, YOLO Swaggins. Whoa! I didn't mean to make all red mana. Let me hit a Dispel. Alright. I think I'm dispelling this just to get my loot on. This might be aggressive. Dismember's free with these guys. That's fair. These are not the droids we're looking for. Yeah, we taught the Serum Visions. You always taught the Serum Visions. Like, you don't take a random draw instead of a Serum Vision. Serum Visions is a random draw plus 2 scries. I get what you are saying now. I did not understand what you were implying. Yeah, Shroud play likes Apostle's Blessing in this deck too. I don't know. Like I said, we're just playing card for card a deck list that went 8-0 and an MTGO PTQ. So like, that's what I'm doing. Yes, I don't know. Pick something at random. Why do 8 of these cards need to exist? Can we just like ban Past in Flames or Grapeshot and call it a day? I would love it if Grapeshot didn't exist and like they were forced to go off with empty. Oh, I should have held this island because I have this Remand. That was dumb. I didn't need that, and the extra draw could be important, or the extra land could be not be important. Am I just supposed to Remand this? I feel like I'm supposed to Remand this. I can just Remand whatever they play next. Nah, I'm just gonna Remand this. They missed a land drop last turn, so if they didn't draw land, would you like to discard a card? Yeah, I think so. 10 out of 10 should have kept that island. Okay, drew another land in our 18 land deck, so not punished, but Oh, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Oh, we're dead, aren't we? I'm dead. Womp womp. Alright, do you think... Oh, are they passing? That would be so good for us. That would be so good for me. I think we're grape-shotting their board if we miss on gifts. Or Past in Flames. Manamorphose. Alright, well, we're starting with that. Make a couple pieces of blue mana here. Alright. That's a Past in Flames. Alright. Can I kill them without the Past? No, the Past in Flames is just better, right? So... Ritual... 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 Am I supposed to Grapeshot first? Am I supposed to Grapeshot first here? I'm probably supposed to Grapeshot first, right? Yeah, I think I'm supposed to clear their board just in case something goes wrong. Because this takes Remand off the table for them. And, like, we get 10 out of 10 overkill here with this Past in Flames. So 3 of these are going there, 2 of these are going here. Are you gonna bolt my Baral in response? If they have bolt... No, if they have bolt, they should have... Oh, they cast Desperate Ritual. Sure. Oh, this lets them Manamorphose into Ritual? Into Remand? That's funny. Because I can't change phases. This is really funny. They can have 2 remands here. They can have 2 remands. Into gifts, okay. We don't care about 1 remand. 2 remands would be bad for us, though. Alright, well, we just don't give them counter spells. Opponent down to 8 minutes on the clock, so the fact that we're not just slam dunking them means that they might actually time out in the 3rd game if we win this one. I'd be surprised if they have 4 counters that all counter Past in Flames. I wouldn't be surprised if they have 4 counters including a Dispel, but if they have 4 counters that all counter Past in Flames, I'd be kind of surprised. Yeah, you are correct, Christos. We could definitely do that. But once, like, Past in Flames resolve, it's, like, fine. Yeah, Grixis Shadow slaughters this deck. Alright, well, I just give them rituals here, right? I, like, 10 out of 10 bin the Manamorphose and bin the Grapeshot. Have some rituals. They're auto-passing. Alright, yeah, and they're just conceding. We were gonna Manamorphose and look for another Grapeshot just in case they had a remand here. It might have been right to change. I probably should have changed to my second main phase before casting all those rituals, but once I did it, I had to do what we did. Alright, so on the draw, I like what someone mentioned about Dismember being basically free when we have an idiot out. So I like that. I like some of these. Is Remand a little bit too slow on the draw? It might be. Because my opponent had mana floating, and it would clear out their mana pool when we change phases. Alright, so this is our interaction. Do we want more than this? Probably. Do I want to cut a Grapeshot? I feel like when we're going off, we get a lot of looks. Is trimming a Grapeshot insane? Grapeshot's like pseudo-interaction, though, for cleaning up their board, which is definitely realistic. That's fair. Do we like leaving Remand in? Can I do this? Let's do this. If we knew what we were doing, this would be way too easy. Yeah, this seems fine. Take out a land, right? Yeah, the Goblins isn't legendary. Is 10 out of 10 the reason why you... Opponent kept a no-land 6. Oh, this was technically incorrect. I'm fetching Steam Vents here, so... And then they bottomed. Wow! Tilt! What a lucker. That's gotta be wrong. What a tilt. Opponent kept the no-lander and got there. Got there on turn 2. I don't think so. There was a pause, but it could be wrong. Man, they are getting there. No land, dub probe 7, right? And, like, this is why I didn't want too much interaction. Like, this hand feels okay, because, like, they were on the play, but, like, they're not doing anything, so, like, now we don't have a bunch of tools that can actually kill them. Sure. I'm just supposed to dismember this, right? I don't know. It depends on how we do. If we cash this League with Storm, we might play another League with Storm. I think Ritual into Gifts is loose when they could have a Dispel of their own. And again, I really don't want to just play this into a possible, what's it called? I'm going to go top here, because I can Manamorphose into that Remand if we need it to not die. And then next turn, I can Gifts with Dispel up, and then we're probably good. I enjoy winning matches of Magic on average, so unless someone else wants to send me money to play Kiki Horde, I'm not spending my own money to play Kiki Horde because it's really terribly positioned. It's nowhere near proactive enough to be good in Modern. And there's a Manamorphose on top of our deck, which is like an okay draw. We have Remand and Dispel here, so we're likely not dead. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I'm not sure how long I'm going to stream for either. I might just go till Declan wakes up from his nap. It's not about having the cards. It's about I'm not spending $12 to play a Magic Online League with Kiki Cord, because you have to pay $12 to play 5 matches on Magic Online, so spending $12 to play a deck that I'm going to lose a bunch with is not smart. I like money. I'm not one of those streamers that when you see a bunch of people in chat go, open your chests, open your chests, that I open the chest because, well, I have respect for myself. Am I supposed to Dispel this, or am I supposed to Remand here? Oh, I can't Remand, I don't have a Dork, right? So, I have to Dispel. Alright. They should be dead here, right? I don't actually know. What are we supposed to get? It definitely involves a Past in Flames, right? Involves Past in Flames, a Grapeshot, probably a Manamorphose, and another Ritual. If I get another Desperate Ritual, we could actually, like, and we hit a land, we can make a ton of mana. I'm gonna do this. I think the Amulet Breach deck is probably not consistent enough for me to play it. Alright, Untapped Lantern is actually really good. Dispel. Guy, Past in Flames, Ritual. Can I kill them here? I feel like there's probably a series of plays that kill them here. Do you need to go outside, Joe? I need to let the dog out real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're dead. So, cast and splice additional spells. So, cast... Oh, I tapped wrong. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. Can't splice that one because I don't have enough mana. So then, this makes 6. Because that's how this works. Cast and splice additional spells. Show them this. So up to 8 mana. And then... Wait. If I flashback... If I flashback Past in Flames, as you cast the spell, I can flash these back splicing onto them, right? So I could flash this back, and then have 3, and then this, and then these will make blue mana? Yeah. This is sweet. Trey Gamer, $12 for your next league. Play whatever you want, but open the chests. Alright, alright. I'll open the chests if someone else is paying for them. Yeah, splice that one. 6 mana. Cast and splice additional spells. Why win when you can win more? Look, my opponent is allowed to concede at any point here, okay? They can stop playing Magic whenever they want. Why win a little when you can win a lot? Wait, why did that make a red mana? Are you serious? It makes the color when I click on it here, so when it lags, it makes the wrong color? I don't think that's actually going to matter here, but that's really annoying. Just Magic Online thing. So I've just clicked twice. That's what happened earlier. I was wondering what happened earlier. Lordy, this interface. Should have Manamorphose before Past in Flames. Good call. Good call. You're right. I am down a storm count because of the way I sequenced. My opponent disconnected. They're just dead though, right? I cast this, hold priority, and then remand it. So they're dead. Sweet. We're 2-1 now. I'm pretty sure this makes us the Storm Masters, considering we just won the Storm Mirror. I like how they auto-passed and then disconnected, knowing that they were dead. The Goryo's gift deck is great. I'm probably playing it at the Invitational. One of the things that people don't do often enough when they're testing for an event is that one of the best ways you can get a feel for how to play against a given deck is to play with it. By playing with a deck, especially a deck like Storm, a combo deck, you get a feel for which cards are really important and make the deck tick, and like what your outs are in a given situation. So by playing Storm, I will be better playing against Storm when it comes to like choosing where my interaction is hitting. While we're waiting for this next batch to pop, I would just like to take a moment to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your Saturday or weekend here with us. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I am a TCG player and content producer, and you've landed here at my Twitch channel, maybe my YouTube page in the future. If you're enjoying what you see, I'd encourage you to show a little support. Use that follow button there on your screen. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see and you want to help support me past that, there's a couple different ways you can do that. The first is by subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. You can also support my content by using that donation link down below the stream and contributing to my STG Invitational Fund. We are almost there with 5 days to go. I really appreciate that. Normally, I don't mind spending my own money to get to Magic trips, but earlier this month, my central air conditioning unit failed in my house, so most of my fun/traveling money for the summer went to replacing that. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. To use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout there, you will save 8% on your singles orders. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. You use code Jeff12 at checkout to save 12% on custom playmats and mouse pads and all sorts of stuff there. MTGCardMarket.com buys and sells physical Magic cards, and they also have a great selection of written content. I write there for them weekly. My stuff goes up every Friday. I had an article go up yesterday about Abzan tokens in Standard, and they also have other authors like Kevin Jones and Dylan Donegan, and folks that have a lot of good Magic experience. Finally, SpareDeck.com, kind of a unique service. They rent standard and modern decks. You can rent a deck for a weekend or up to an entire month. Definitely check them out. I use them for a lot of my paper events since I don't actually own that many physical Magic cards. Looking at my opening hand here, this seems pretty reasonable. I mean, I've said it, once upon a time that sponsor speech was improv, but like, I've said it enough times at this point that like, it just kind of rolls off. We're looking for lands and mana creatures, or dark creatures. I probably don't mind land here, actually. I'm going to go top on these, and then next turn we'll draw a land and then Serum Visions into the second land and set up after it. Misty Rainforest for Stomping Ground. You should try Green-Black Seasons Pass, Dynavolt Tower, and Standard. What does that deck list look like? What's the best Visor plus Druid deck? I think the best Visor plus Druid deck is, man, am I supposed to kill this? I'm just supposed to Manamorphose Grapeshot this, right? Yeah. To answer the question, I think the best Visor deck is the Abzan Company one that has Kitchen Finks combo inside of it as well. Definitely want to blast that down. Another one, sure. That one's going to be a little harder to kill. So play this, crack by fetch. Cast this. And empty. Okay, Remand's actually a pretty good draw. I don't think empty's good enough here, and I don't think we're actually looking for another Serum Visions at this point, so I'm going to go bottom here. Yeah, I'm going to go bottom. We kind of just want to draw a land. And they have an untapped white land and a Visor, like the Remand doesn't do it, but it is what it is. Yeah, this is probably the Banter Retreat version of this deck that my opponent's playing. It's one of the variations that's become popular. I bottomed it this time because I already, right now, my bottleneck is kind of mana. So, like, I already have these in hand, and I think drawing a land naturally is better than just hitting the Serum Visions. Return the Remand. Okay, so now I'm going to Sleight of Hand to try and hit a land drop, I think. We missed. Okay, Do I want the mana? The Baral's worth a ton of mana, right? So I should just take him. All right, now I'm going to Serum Visions to try and hit a land here, because that's our best chance to win this game, I think. We hit the land. Ding. Bottom. Top. Play this. Pass the turn. Remanding a company here. I mean, I think Death Shadow is 10 out of 10 the best deck. Let's say Court of Calling. Just a company. All right, yep. Let's just get our Remand on here. Look, you can tell me the correct way to pronounce the cards, and I'm still going to pronounce them wrong, so you'll just be happier if you don't try. You'll cut the bullshit. I'm going to auto-pass here and go let the dog in. If they kill us, they kill us. I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy my opponent clicking through their combo. Is someone saying we made a mistake? I don't think we made any mistakes this game, but I'm open to the idea. Please point it out if you think we did. We're dead here. They've got infinite mana, and they're going to get to loop through their deck, so I'm just going to go ahead and concede. So we bring in Gankophobia with the 12-month resubscription. Thank you for the continued support. I really do appreciate it. That's a long time. Welcome back. I think we just cut the Remands in this matchup. Bring in the Echoing Truth, the Dismember, and some bolts. I don't think Empty's particularly good in this matchup. Do I want all of the bolts? I don't know if I want all of the bolts when I'm on the play. I think 5 of these is enough. Especially with 3 Grapeshots in my deck. I'm going to do this. Someone else will tell me I'm wrong. We'll board in the extra bolts on the draw, I think. But on the play, I think I just want to erase them a little bit more. This hand just has so much mana in it. I'm going to get at least this one has a creature in it. Looking for Gifts Ungiven. I think I'd rather have that than another one of these dorks. Alright, it's a ritual. I think I'm just gonna fetch the Steam Vents untapped here and then cast Serum Visions. Our life total really doesn't matter, so Echoing Truth, Grapeshot. I might need the. I have the Echoing Truth for interaction if I need it. I'm gonna keep the Sleight for now. We're basically looking for gifts, right? Maybe the Grapeshot's good enough because we could, like, kill the Druid plus this bird. They always have it. I think I'm just Echoing Truthing this. I don't have mana from it next turn. That was a lot worse than a bolt would have been, but Echoing Truth picks, what's it called off the table? Eidolon. I mean, opponent's deck is mostly mana. Yep. God, we are really good at drawing lands today. We should just, like, board out a land. I think the mana's more important than the second dork there. I'm gonna shock myself to bluff interaction, but we're probably just dead here. Nope, they have to have the Vizier, and they have to have a payoff, so, you know. I'm sure they do, because I've read this book before, and I know how it ends. Forge Tender stops Lightning Bolt. This isn't here to stop our win conditions, this is here to protect their cards from our interaction. I already spent my Echoing Truth. Forge Tender's fantastic in this matchup. If you have it, you board it in. We're pretty dead. Just gonna go to the next one. Yeah, it's a one-shot Mother of Runes, essentially. Alright, we're 2-2. See if we can get our fun bucks back. Win a couple chests. Literally tens of dollars worth of play points we're adding on this match. We've been really good at drawing lands and really bad at drawing Gifts Ungiven in this league. Sure, but it's like one or two cards that they can board in, and trust me, having played this matchup from the Mana Dork side, of the matchup a ton of times, you have a bunch of cards that you want to board out, so like, cutting some and bringing in Forge Tender, a card that's situationally good, is very reasonable. Remand draws cards. There's also, if you haven't been watching the entire stream, there's a lot of situations where you cast your Grapeshot to trigger the storm, and then you remand your Grapeshot and recast your Grapeshot. Well, these cards are fantastic. I think I'm going top like this, so next turn I Serum Visions into the island. I have decided on a standard deck. And no, I am not sharing what it is. Yep. What's going on, Joe Dog? Oh, I'm assuming we're losing this. There could be merit to taking this too. If they have removal in their hand, they'd probably take the Manamorphose. No, I think leaving Baral is completely reasonable. If they, don't want either of those. If they have removal. Like, the Baral is going to generate, like, 1, maybe 2 mana at some point, but... Yeah, based off of their start, my opponent is likely Abzan Traverse. They could just be, you know, Jund, though, too. I'm glad we have 2 Gifts Ungiven. We double bottomed last turn, so hopefully we can run off a land or 2 here. We've been really good at drawing lands so far. It's getting that right mix of things. The art in this latest Hex set is really fantastic. Another spoiler card if you're a Hex player. This card's pretty reasonable too. Definitely a limited staple if there's a Diamond Wild deck that's playable. 3/3 Steadfast that Fate Weaves every turn is fantastic. You can technically Fate Weave twice a turn, right? Alright. Serum Visions into some lands. Ding. Alright, Electromancer. I probably don't want either of these. Yeah, we're basically just looking for lands and rituals at this point. Yep, so some kind of Jund deck here. No Liliana the Veil this turn is good for us. Dark Confidant, sure. God, untapped land is good. That's real good. What does Fate Weave mean? Fate Weave is a new mechanic that's coming out in the new Hex set, and basically when you Fate Weave, you choose one of two choices. Either you put a random resource that's in your deck on top of your deck, or you put a random non-resource in your deck on top of your deck. So it kind of sets up your deck strong. It's like a super scry of sorts. Scavenging Ooze is really good. And Ginkophobia, you got a Sapphire Shard, so you get a sword now. Put up with me for a year, get a sword. Like there's a cycle of resources in the next Hex set that they're slow shards, so they don't make a temporary resource for you right away, but they Fate Weave for you, so they're like super scry resources, which is fantastic. Yep, I just gave it a use. Alright, since that's there, we can't really get the Past in Flames. I think we're just getting a bunch of mana here, right? Things aren't getting better for us. Actually, we're probably getting a Grapeshot too, right? I probably want like Ritual, Manamorphose, Grapeshot. Because they probably won't give us the Grapeshot, which means we get a bunch of rituals. Yeah, I think I like this. And if they give us the Grapeshot, we can kill their board. That's fine. If he puts the Grapeshot in the yard, we get a bunch of rituals, then we get to go off with Empty the Warrens. Which makes a non-zero number of tokens, which might not be enough to race at this point, but like if we have an okay draw step, it's fine. Yeah, I think we'd like make them make a choice here. And like if we take the Skoos off the table, then this Gifts Ungiven can potentially get Past in Flames for us. Okay, they gave us the Grapeshot, sweet. Electromancer. Yeah, I think I'm leading on the Electromancer, right? Because I'm going to need 2 Storm to kill all their stuff. I should probably play the Baral that they know about then, right? Yeah. And the question is if they kill this in response. We'll make blue-red with this. They're probably going to kill us in response, right? Yeah, that's fine. Make blue-red with this. Blue, red. Steam Vents. Does that do anything useful for us? Not really. I think I just play this tapped and then Grapeshot their board. That one. You. I think I just hold this Electromancer for now. I don't want to turn on another piece of removal from them next turn. What you got, opponent? Colligan's Command. Yeah, we have to discard? Sure. Think I'm just spinning the Electromancer? Nah, the Electromancer's probably fine. I'm supposed to just gifts. I'm just pass here and then gifts, right? Yeah, I think that's correct. I don't really want to play the Electromancer because it can get pushed off a cliff. So I'm getting like Past in Flames and a bunch of mana here. Like Piff, Ritual, Manamorphose. And depending like what removal they have here, this Remand might be able to keep them off of it. Yep. Sweet. Look at that. I'm learning how to storm. We're learning, family. We're learning. Ritual. Manamorphose. Past in Flames. Ritual, Past in Flames, Manamorphose. Done. Dealer's choice. I think we need mana to get started. Serum Visions actually is a really bad draw here. We would have preferred something else that made mana. Oh, maybe I'm not supposed to lead on this, actually. Yeah, I'm probably not supposed to lead on that. Awkward. See if they have a bolt, too. It's a really bad draw. That's a really bad draw. It's an okay draw. Bottom, top? Top. How did Steam Vents do it? Oh, did I mess up? No. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, I'm an idiot. If I don't Serum Visions there, I could Past in Flames. Yeah, I miscounted. Yeah, I'm dumb. It's fine. It's fine. We're killing the Bob. We're dealing them a bunch of damage. We're going to play this Canal tapped, and then they have one Fatal Push in hand. I'm aware. I'm aware that we had it after the fact. I did not count. I clicked to cast my card. 9-0 chance we can win this game still. Here's the push that we know about. If they don't have removal for this next guy that we have coming off the top, we'll be in an okay spot. Does that matter? That actually might not matter. Okay, we need to dodge. We need to dodge the third push. I think it's pretty likely we still win as well. They have a push, that's fine. Yeah, they're dead because I have the land in hand. Let me pop my hand up here real quick. Spread this out. Ritual. 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 And then I have 2 Grapeshots in here, just in case something goes sideways. Alright. Sideboarding. Definitely want these empties. A lot of these decks have some permanent-based hate in them, so one piece of the puzzle or Echoing Truth seems fine. A couple pieces of the puzzle seem great. Remand seems less than fantastic in this type of matchup, so I'm gonna board those out. thoughts on other cuts? We need one more. Yeah, I know. Cage, so we'll bring in the truth just in case. Empty also lets us beat. I think we shave a Grapeshot, really? Killing Dark Confidant's fine, I think. I guess just like 5 win conditions is a little clunky. I'd buy that for $1. This killing Scavenging Ooze isn't nothing. But I think I like that. See how this goes. Learning to storm, making mistakes, winning games of Magic anyways. You know, fair and balanced, fair and balanced. It's everyone that's hanging out here today. Got a little over 400 people. Nope, this is card for card a deck list that finished 8-0 in a Magic Online PTQ, so just running there 75 verbatim. Whenever you play a deck list that's an established archetype for the first time, you should always assume that people that have worked on the deck list before you are smarter than you, and just, like, play their deck list card for card until you really get a feel for, like, what's important and why before you start making any changes, even small ones. Like, I can't tell you, like, I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into, like, making Kiki Cord suck slightly less than it does, and, like, the number of people that just, like, changed cards at random in the Kiki Cord deck list with, like, out having good reason for doing so, it's just, like, insane. That seems fine. You don't make your hand better against the Thoughtseize deck by mulliganing, so basically just keep anything. Man, if one of these was a Grapeshot, we'd feel real good about ourselves right now. No guarantee that, like, one of these 3 cards is what the Grapeshot would have been, but, like, you know. No joke, have literally kept 7 land hands in matchups like this before. Zero joking. Usually they involve a creature land or 2, but, like, have actually kept 7 land hands, so. Bobby is just here to feed them a steady stream of disruption to make our lives miserable. So, let's see if we can put this puzzle together. We cannot put this puzzle together. Holy shit. Should I just concede? And, like, save face? And, like, not show them that I have so many empties in my deck? I feel like I should concede. Nice dragon fodder trade. Yeah, pieces reveals. Well, they don't know about these empties in my hand. Now I'm gonna concede. Alright, second verse, same as the first. Fatso85 with the subscription. Thank you very much. Welcome, I do appreciate it. If they didn't have a Liliana the Veil there, we would have just hard cast a bunch of empties, I agree. But with Liliana, I'm gonna go ahead and just pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. Let's go first. Yeah, seems great. It is hard to thought seize cantrips. We got three dealer's choice mystery cards here. Miscalculation would be sweet in Modern. I would play the crap out of that card. Yeah, I think I just want a bunch of mana with this hand, right? I guess I probably want... I want some land. I'm going to keep one of these. There's no Blood Moons in the board because the person whose deck list I copied didn't have Blood Moons in it. Do you really think I'm just going to play an idiot on one here? I'm supposed to lead on Sleight of Hand, right? Because then Serum Vision can set my hand up for next turn, my drop for next turn. I think I'm in the mood for a Canal. It's fine. Play the Canal. Serum Visions. Now we're looking for more rituals. We're going to bottom lands at this point. Yes, that is the reason there are no Blood Moons in our sideboard, because I am, in fact, a confirmed filthy net decker. Ritual, ritual, ritual. Ding. I think we just go off with goblins here, right? Like, they represented push last turn, so... yeah. Let's do this. I can actually piff too, right? Yeah. Alright, don't Maelstrom Pulse me. Have a heart. Don't do it to me, Bobby! Oh, God bless. Alright. We're gonna concede to land Maelstrom Pulse. Just so everything's above the board here, we're conceding to land Maelstrom Pulse. The Get Wrong Monster! Just wanted a whole dollar amount on the bar. Thank you for the $1.81 donation. I do appreciate it. Alright, so this long pause either means their toddler spilled their drink, or they don't have the Maelstrom Pulse and we're in a good spot. Hopefully it's the second one. Or, if the toddler did spill their drink, the toddler's about to unplug their computer so they disconnect. Either way. Oh no! Not my Goblin Electromancer! How can I win the game? Oh no! They could Damnation us next turn. I actually want both of these cards, don't I? Hey, one more shot at this Maelstrom Pulse here. GG's, opponent! Oh, baby. Alright, and Trey Gamer made a $12 donation and said we should open the chest, so I'm willing to pop some chests when people send us money to do so. So we will open 2 chesticles here on stream. Ooh! Running hot! 120, that's $12 worth of play points out of that treasure chest. Open the second one. Ooh, Thunder Daddy Hellkite. That's probably worthless, right? Boss Dixon with the $3 donation. Still good for one chest. That's the third one. That's the third chest. Yep, it is. Thundermaw's worth $2. Look at that. Look at that. We are breaking even on these. Open one. This is the third one from Boss Dixon. 40 play points. 40 play points. Look at that. Look at that, chat fam. The donations made us extra profit because the chests weren't losers. Normally, opening chests is about as smart as like going and buying a bunch of scratch-offs. It's fun, but it's a money-losing proposition. So, you know. Up $16 worth of play points. Oh, all right. What do we want to do next is the real question. What do we want to do next is the real question. All right. Let's straw pull it. We're going to play more modern. Jeff broke his gambling problem while he was in college. The treasure chests sell for $2.4 each. I guess standard could be one more chest. Nope, we only open chests that are paid for. Yeah, magic basically is gambling. You're not wrong. This is like lower stakes gambling. It's very good. It's much better. Yep, all of my streams get archived 100% on YouTube. Alright, vote. I put standard on there in case someone wants to see it. Go ahead and vote if you care. Vote if you care! Jake likes to turn the lights off in the room. Yeah, I figured the Esper deck was gonna win. That's good. I like this deck. So I am going to the SCG Invitational next month. Next weekend. We're basically funded here. Got $50 more to cover all my costs. So that event is standard and modern. So we are not going to be streaming Legacy until after the Invitational, because all my Magic time needs to go towards prepping for the event. So here's the Esper deck list. The latest iteration of it, at least. I don't think the Amulet deck is particularly consistent enough. It's doing some powerful things, but I don't think it's consistent enough to be worth playing. I go get cards from traders for this. I think the Storm matchup is great for this deck. There's Spell Bombs in the sideboard for the Mirror match and for Dredge. Dredge is a hard matchup. I am playing this Esper Gifts deck at the Invitational in the Modern portion. I am not sharing what I'm playing in the Standard portion because my people that I test with, we found something that's pretty sweet that's not... it's a new deck in the format, so we're not sharing it, and I'm not allowed to stream with it. So, apologies. X-A-Dozu with the brand new $4.99 subscription. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Welcome. Affinity's fine. The zoo-type aggressive decks can be kind of hard because, what's the word that I'm looking for? Decks that have a lot of creatures that collective brutality don't kill can be difficult. Got to go to lunch. Had fun watching you. See you at the inn, Victical. Thank you very much for the donation. I do appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. I always love meeting people at events. Come on. My web browser is locking up. God, tapped out. I need to put my deck list on a website that's not tapped out. Because they are constantly... Their website constantly lags my crap. Stupid video ads are annoying. All right, so I'm going to cut to the sponsors page really quick here while I take care of some mechanical stuff. So those of you that aren't aware, MTGO Traders, they're an online Magic the Gathering card store for Magic Online only, and they sponsor the stream. And one of the things they do as part of the sponsorship is I'm placing an order on their website for some cards. Is there any reason why Enduring Ideal decks never do well? Yeah, because they're bad. I'm not quite sure what they don't do well because they're bad. Is the TLDR. So I just have to place an order with MTGO Traders here real quick, and they're gonna get me stuff for this Esper deck.